Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to drift in Shadow Valley BDC drift car pack. So first thing you want to do is go to your settings, go back to pits, make sure this is on race fuel, and make sure your final gear ratio is somewhere around here. I leave my third gear about 86 miles per hour. But that, all right, so let's go ahead and get into step one. Step one is throttle control. Make sure you're not, so as you can see right here, blue is clutch, red is brake, and green is throttle. So you don't want to smash down your throttle. You don't want to do this. You want to feather it. You don't want to smash it down. You don't want to. Now at BDC, I know they'll let you kind of get away with smashing it down a little bit more than others, because BDC is one of the easiest car packs you can drift in. But when it comes to like reality, just don't get in the habit of smashing down the gas pedal. Just you only need about 80% of throttle pressure, and you need to maintain at least 20% pressure. So try to never fully let off. So this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to just get in here and just gas, just full gas, just never letting off the gas. Yeah, that's not gonna get you anywhere. If you just sit there and hold the gas like that, you're not gonna get too far. So what you want to do is you want to squeeze it, tap it, and you want to love it. So like, just tap it. Now when you're holding a drift like this, you can kind of hold it. When you're holding it, you can hold it. You can hold it like this. But when you're transitioning, let go. Let go when you're transitioning. Let go of the throttle and just squeeze it. You see how you hear a lot of squeezing? At least let it go. Maintain like 80%, but you only need 80% to actually maintain the drift. You don't need the full 100. So as you can see, I'm a whole lot of squeezing. And then I hold it right there. I hold the throttle right there to maintain that drift. So when you're maintaining drifts, you can hold the throttle, but you still just want to be cautious, because when you get in those higher drift cars, and holding the throttle will really cause you to spin out and go off the track a lot. But like I said, with BDC cars, which I'm showing you today, you can be a little bit more, you know, not as skilled basically. So you can hold on the throttle a little bit more, and it won't penalize you as much. But in other car packs, it will. So just keep that in mind. But in BDC, yeah, you can hold it down a little bit longer than most. All right, now step number 2 is the steering. So when it comes to steering, what you don't want to do is you don't want to overturn. You want to let the car kind of like do its thing. You don't want to fight the steering, so don't be fighting the force. Let it flow like karate. So when it comes to steering, you don't want to oversteer like this. That just makes no sense. That's an oversteer. So like, let me show you how you would start it. So here goes a turn. I'm gonna slightly curve my wheel in and just let it go. You see that? All right, here goes another turn. I'm gonna slightly curve my wheel in and just let it go. Now I'm just counter steering and catching it. Now I'm just counter steering and catching it. All right, I'm gonna slightly turn my wheel. I didn't even have to turn it that time. It just, the balance and the weight distribution just went back. Now another thing I want to show you is, first of all, drift in the highest gear possible. If you're drifting in like second gear, it sounds like your engine's about to blow up, and you don't get, your drifts aren't as smooth. Your car won't turn as good, and the drifts is just not as good as it would be if you're drifting in the highest gear possible. So let me give you an idea what it sounds like when you're drifting in a gear that you shouldn't be drifting in. Your car sounds like it's about to explode. Watch this. It sounds awful. It's not drifting the same. The drifts aren't as smooth. This isn't a good way to tandem because you're going way too fast. You see the smoke's not even there. I mean, it's there, but it's nowhere as near as there when you drift in that highest gear. Like, it's trash. All right, now watch when I throw it to third. Watch this. Now, this could vary depending on which car you playing in. If you're playing in like BDC, it could be 4th gear, it could be 5th gear, depending on however you got it tuned and what car you're in. So make sure you drift in the highest gear possible. And the drifts come out so better, your car turns so much more smoother. All the real drifters will tell you, go to the highest gear possible. You're a beginner if you're probably playing on like 2nd gear. You're probably a beginner and you probably think you're the best, but I'm here to tell you, you got a long way to go. All right, and as you can see, that's it. Now let's go ahead and go on to this next step. So the next step is my clutch. As you can see, it's the blue thing right there. It's right here, it's blue. So clutch does 2 things. So as you can see, I'm holding it, I'm holding the gas, and I'm gonna let go. And that's what you call a clutch kick. So my car is immediately powered. Now watch this. Now the clutch can also slow you down. So watch how I'm going, and I'm gonna hold the clutch, and it just slows me down. So the clutch can do 2 things. It can, if you're going too far wide, you can hold it down. It'll stop you from getting too close. It's like a mini brake. Or if you're tandeming, you're getting too close, you can hold it down. And as soon as you hold it down, once you hit the gas again, you clutch kick back off of it. So let me try to give you an example kind of what I'm talking about. how you can use this as a 2-in-1. But let's say I go too far outside to the I can hit the clutch, and then it just boosts me right back up. So let's do it again. So let's say I'm going to hit the clutch, and as soon as I let go of it, just boosts me back up. So I know I use it. Let's see. Let's go wide a little bit so I can try to use the clutch and save it. All right, clutch. That'll slow me down, and then as soon as I kick back up of it, it just takes me right back up. Clutch to slow me down. All right, I did it on purpose. Let's go wide a little bit on purpose right here, so I can use the clutch to slow me down. Clutch, slow me down, and then just boost me right back up. Oh, I had to use the clutch, but you get the point. I'm just trying to show you how it's done. Now, clutch, you don't need a clutch. It's only for like mistakes, but you don't need a clutch. Like I'll go around this whole map, no clutch and no handbrake, and I'll show you how it's done. Now I use the clutch to clutch kick, but you don't need that. So I'll show you whole map. Oh, I did use clutch. Oops. Well, that's besides the point. If you're drifting, you need clutch. You need to use clutch and use handbrake. Okay, next up is handbrake. So handbrakes are just really meant for mistakes. Honestly, you probably won't use it, and it helps you just create that angle. You don't really need a handbrake. It just helps you create that angle. Like for example, help you get a little bit wider right there. Maybe you're not going wide enough, or your angle's tossed. It'll help put your back end back at that angle a little bit. That's all it's for, but you don't need it. And basically, I'll go ahead and show you guys, give you guys a couple laps around here. You can kind of watch what I do, watch my movements. If you have any questions, hit me up on Discord. I can call you, and we can go over it together. We can have lessons. As soon as we set it up, I have no problem helping you, teaching you how to drift, critiquing you. All right, let me go ahead and pull out because I'm talking. So let me go ahead and just be quiet and just show you how it's done on this map right here. Alright, let's get it. Let's go ahead and get loose. And that's another thing. You want to get loose. Don't be here all tensed up. Get loose. Feel the car. Let the car glide. And there you go. This is definitely a very fun map. A very fun drift map. Throttle. I'm squeezing my throttle, and I'm just going to focus. So I already taught you guys what I know. And I'm just going to be showing you how it's done. Yep, there you go. A little bit of clutch work just to get those wide angles and try to stay on the outside. That's just too much gas. That's why I couldn't get that very wide angle. Too much gas. But if I wanted to hit that curve, I'd have had to let up the throttle, go about 80%. There you go, Shadow Valley drift tutorial right here. Become a professional drifter in Shadow Valley in 7 days using these techniques right here. Give it 30 minutes a day for 7 days, and you will know how to drift in Shadow Valley using BDC cars. Using these techniques right here I've showed you. Look at this. Counter steering. I'm just counter steering. Counter steering is pretty easy. Alright, now this is the hard part. Transition, I let go, I catch it. You don't want to give it too much gas on the transition. Let go, slightly less gas on transition. See, and I catch it back. That was a good drift right there, baby. Even with a lot of throttle. Like I said, BDC cars that let you kind of just, you can get away with smashing the throttle in BDC cars, but I have to teach you not to do that because it's not good drift technique. And when you go to other drift cars that are more powerful, it's going to be very difficult if you're just smashing the throttle. These, like I said, these are the easy drift car packs. I'm going to make some in other cars like DWG, all that stuff, you know, BDC. It's a couple drift cars that I can't even drift in, so I have to learn some of these myself. Like BDCs, I can drift in them. They're just gonna take me some time. But anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comment down below. Hit that like, share, subscribe if I helped you. And also, if you want to get into some further training, some further details, add me on Discord, hit me up, and we can make something happen. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.